Our first option for filtering during redistribution is the distribute list. It's not the best option. I would steer towards using route maps, as we'll see later, but it is an option that we have. In this example, we are redistributing the 10.10.11.0/24 network and the 10.10.12.0/24 network. It's these two right here we're redistributing. We do not want to redistribute the 10.10.13.0/24 network and the 10.10.14.0/24 network from EIGRP and OSPF. So what do we need to do? We need to classify or identify those routes that we want to redistribute and those routes we do not want to redistribute. And our example focuses on access control lists. However, we will see a different option that we can use very shortly, known as prefix lists. But right now we're using an access control list. And what does the access control list identify down here? Well, it's access control list 7. Therefore, it's a standard IPv4 access control list. It says permit 10.10.11.0.000.255. So what it's stating here is that any route that falls within the range 10.10.11.0 to 10.10.11.255, any route that falls within that range of addresses, regardless of the subnet mask, it doesn't matter what the subnet mask is, we permit it. And permit means, in this case, with the distribute list, to redistribute. That's what that means. And this one right here, this entry here, also part of access control list 7, says permit 10.10.12.0 through 10.10.12.255. So in this case, again, permit meaning to redistribute because it's attached to the distribute list. And where is that distribute list? It's underneath router OSPF configuration mode. So we have our redistribute command there. That says redistribute EIGRP 100. And in this case, we would also need the subnets keyword, wouldn't we? We would need the subnets keyword. Let's add that in right here. Subnets. So our subnets keyword has been added. And then the distribute list is stating, refer to access control list 7. And access control list 7 is indicating that we will redistribute or we will permit routes within those ranges. And we are attaching it to EIGRP 100. And it's outbound. The concept here can be a little tricky for most. Because remember how we said that redistribution is an import process. So we're importing from another routing protocol. So we're importing from EIGRP, but here we're saying out. So we have to understand here with that distribute list, we're saying when we are redistributing out of EIGRP into OSPF, it's a little backwards compared to what we're used to, then we only want to redistribute those routes that match our access control list that we have, which is access control list 7 in this example.